Hey guys, all right, so today is part 2. Our objective is I will measure elapsed time in minutes. Elapsed time, okay? So what is elapsed time? Let's review. We know elapsed time is the amount of time that passes between one time and another time. So think of your start and your end time, okay? So pretty much elapsed time is basically how long does it take for an activity to last? How long does it take you to brush your teeth? Elapsed time can represent how long it takes you to get on the school bus. And for the school bus to get to school, how long were you on the school bus? Those kind of things. How long were you playing your video games? Right? So elapsed time again is just basically how long an activity lasts, okay? All right. So what I'm going to do, my first strategy, we're going to use a clock. All right? I drew it, of course, and you can too. Sometimes you will only have a word problem when you're solving elapsed time problems. So you have to determine what is your strategy. What are you going to do? Are you going to draw a clock face just like this and it doesn't take long? Are you going to use a number line, which we'll get to in a minute? But let's start with this problem. Here I have a word problem before I draw on my clock. All right. Here it says, Alexander J has some extra time to play Sonic the Hedgehog game before he joins the live math class. Ooh, that's fun. He gets some extra time to play his video game. Now, the clock shows the start time. If he stops playing at 12:58 p.m., how long did he play for? All right, so we want to know how long did he play for. So we are solving for elapsed time. How long did it take for Alexander Johnson to play his video game? How long did he play that Sonic the Hedgehog game? All right. So what do we know? We know exactly the start time. Let's look at the clock. We got to figure out what time does this clock represent. Now, the shorthand is my hour hand. I want to look at that first. It is between 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock. All right? So it has passed the 12 o'clock, but it has not made it yet to 1 o'clock. So it has to be 12 o'clock, 12 something. Let me write that here. I'm going to write S for start time, 12. Now let's count our minutes. We know the longer hand, which is the minute hand, that is directly in the middle of the 4. We know we can count by 5s. These numbers around the clock, we can count by 5s when we're counting the minutes. We start at 12. Always, you can either say 0 and count on, or you don't have to say 0 if you don't want, but I'm going to. So 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. Actually forgot my marks. It's okay. 20. So it's 12:20. And I'm thinking it's 12:20 p.m. since it's a school day. We don't have school at 12:20 a.m. I don't know about y'all, but I'm asleep. All right, so now that we have a start time, 12:20, the word problem also tells us we have an end time, 12:58, okay? Again, if Alexander starts playing at 12:20, he ends the game because he's got to make it to my math live class. He never misses. Thank you, Alexander. End time is 12:58 p.m. We have to figure out how much time has passed. How long did it take him to play that video game? So what I'm going to do, on my clock, I am going to label the end time. Okay, that's going to help me know where to stop. So again, end time is 12:58. So look at the start and end time. Notice that 12 o'clock, the hours are the same. They did not change. So I don't have to worry about the hour hand. So 58 would be, let's start at 12, and I'm going to count on until I get to 58 minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Now I'm going to count on by ones. 55, count up, 56, 57, 58. I'm going to put a star right here at this mark because that represents the end time, 12:58. Okay, that's when he stops playing his video game. Now, what I'm going to do, because I'm going to start at 12:20 right here, 20 minutes after 12, and I am going to draw like these, I call them flower petals. You could call them whatever you want. I'm going to start at 20 minutes after 12, and I'm going to continue drawing flower petals until I get to my star, which is 58 minutes after 12. Okay? So, here I go. I'm going to start at 12:20, and this is what my flower petals look like. And I'm going to count by fives until I get to 55 minutes, and then I'm going to count up by ones. Ready? So start at the 20 minute. So 5, 10, 15, 20. These are my flower petals. 20, 25, 30, 35. Stop there. Now count up by ones. 35, 36, 37, 38. We stop at the star. All right. Now let's go back and count. Well, we just did it. Let me review. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38. So 38 minutes. 38 minutes it took. How long did he play for? Alexander Johnson played for 38 minutes. Okay? Now, we can check our answer, or we can use another strategy to find elapsed time, which I really like too, is using subtraction. Now remember, you can use this, you can check using a subtraction when the hours are the same. So what you would do, of course, you would take your end time, which is 12:58, and you would subtract the start time, which is 12:20. Let's subtract the minutes and see if we get 38 minutes. 8 minus 0 is 8. 5 minus 2 is 3. And of course, 12 minus 12 hours is 0. You don't have to worry about that. So 38 minutes is correct. Now, so that was an example measuring elapsed time, how much time has passed, using a clock. The next two examples I'm going to show you are using number lines. And I really enjoy the number lines. I feel like some of you will. Some of you might think it's a little difficult, but I think it's a great visual, a great strategy to use when you are trying to find the elapsed time, how much time has passed. All right, so I have some steps that help me. Let me move this over. Thank you all for being patient. Okay. Here are some steps that will help me use a number line. Wouldn't it be nice for this board to be magnetic? I'm just saying. All right. So let's say I'm going to give you the start and the end time. Okay. Let's say on this problem, the start time is 3:10 p.m. The end time, I said, is 3:51 p.m. All right, let's say teachers, we do get off at 3:10. We get to leave school at 3:10 p.m. Let's say I get off at 3:10 and I need to run errands. I need to go to Walmart to grab some things. Okay, I get home at 3:51 p.m. How long did it take me to get off work, go pick up things at Walmart, and get home? How long did it take me to run some errands at Walmart? All right, so here we are. Here's our number line. I already drew it for you. The first thing you're going to do is label the number line with the information that is given. I already told you my start time and I told you my end time. So what I would do here is write 3:10. You can write PM. And then I'm going to write a big S for start. And then I'm going to come to the end of my number line. End time is 3:51, and I'm going to write a big E. Okay, obviously, again, this is PM. I'm not going to Walmart in the morning. I'm going to be sleeping. Okay, so the second thing you want to do is start, of course, at your start time, and you're going to continue to count on the minutes until you reach the end time, of course, okay? So for this one, I am going to, since it starts at 3:10, ends at 3:51 for right now, I'm going to count by tens. And then eventually I'm going to count up by ones, okay? Now, it's important, as you are counting on, you need to draw and label each jump as you go, as you're counting on. So let me show you what that looks like. All right, so we're starting at 3:10 and we're going until we get to 3:51. So let's count up. I'm going to count by 10 minutes, count on 10 minutes. So I'm going to do a little jump. So this is me drawing and this is me labeling. I'm going to put a 10 in the middle. That represents 10 minutes. So 3:10, I count on 10 minutes. Now I'm at 3:20. So from 3:20, I'm going to count on another 10 minutes. 20, count up 30. That's 3:30. Okay? So again, this is me counting and drawing. Okay, we got to keep on going until we get to 51 minutes. Count up another 10 minutes. Now I'm at 3:40. Count up another 10 minutes. Now I'm at 3:50. Now let me stop there real fast. Notice the hours, which is 3, does not change. Only the minutes. I started at 10, and look, you're just counting by tens. Look, guys. Start at 10 minutes, count up 10, 20, count up another 10, 30, another 10, 40, another 10 minutes, 50. Now, if our end time is 3:51, we don't want to count up another 10 because then we'll get to 60 minutes, which will be 4 o'clock. We don't want to count up by 5 minutes. It makes no sense. We just need to count up by 1. So 3, I'm going to do a smaller jump because it only represents 1 minute. So 3:50, count on a minute. We're at 3:51. Now look at my number line, guys. I know, look at 3:51, which is the end time. I know it's all the way over here, and that's okay because I didn't know how long this was going to be. So I just estimated when I drew my line, my number line, okay? Me writing the end time right here just reminds me when do I need to stop. So of course we're going to stop here. Now that we drew and labeled each jump as we were counting on by 10 minutes and then this 1 minute, the very last thing that we're going to do is add up all of our jumps, add up all of our minutes. All right, so let's start here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41. So 41 minutes. Okay, it took me 41 minutes to get off work, go to Walmart, and then come back home. 41 minutes, and I'm going to abbreviate my minutes, okay? So that is just a little review today from yesterday's lesson on how to measure elapsed time in minutes. You can use a clock, you can use a number line, you can use the subtraction strategy, and again, your math teachers will continue practicing this skill, so don't worry. All right, have a great day, you guys.